Vampires have long held a fascination in the annals of human history and culture, transcending time, geography, and social boundaries. From the folklore of Eastern Europe to the modern day tale of sparking vampires in young adult fiction, these immortal creatures have left an indelible mark on our collective imagination. This is exploration we delve into the concept of vampire survivors throughout history, examining the evolution of vampire mythology, the cultural significance of this legend, and their enduring presence in literature and media. Ancient origins. The root of vampire mythology can be traced back to ancient civilizations such as Sumerian and Babylonian, who had tales of blood-drinking demons and malevolent spirits. These early stories set foundation for the vampire archetype, which would evolve over centuries. Eastern European folklore. The vampire as we know it today found its most iconic expression in Eastern European folklore, particularly in the Balkans and Romania. Here, vampires were believed to be reanimated corpses who would rise from their graves to drain the blood of living. Concept of undead, often depicted as pale and with sharp fangs, became synonymous with vampires. Historical context. The vampire legend of Eastern Europe deeply intertwined. Death were often attributed to vampire attacks. Exhumation and ritual to prevent the deceased from becoming vampire were common practice, contribute to the persistence of these stories. Vampire survivors. One of the most influential work cemented vampire legend in popular culture was Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula. The seminal piece introduced the charismatic and aristocratic Count Dracula, who could transform into bat, control the mind of others, and was vulnerable to sunlight and garlic. Stoker's creation ignited a wave of vampire themed literature, setting the stage for the vampire's transition from folklore to fiction. Modern representations. In the 20th and 21st centuries, vampires have undergone significant transformation in literature and media. Authors like Anne Rice and Stephanie Meyer brought vampires into real and romantic target by exploring their immortal life in their inner conflict. The allure of vampires has fascinated humanity for centuries, from ancient folklore to modern. These immortal beings who feed on blood of living have captured our imagination, but what if we shift our perspective away from vampire itself and focus on psychological of those who might to be transformed into vampires? Imagine you were suddenly transported into a vampire curse with external life and the insatiable need for blood. Initially, the allure of immortality might seem intense, but it quickly turned into double-edged sword. Here we explore some of the profound psychological challenges vampire survivors might face. Isolation and loneliness. One of the most striking psychological aspects of immortality is the isolation it imposes. The centuries past, vampire survivors may witness their loved ones aging and dying, leaving them with the unending cycle of loss and grief. This isolation can lead to a profound sense of loneliness, alienation, and detachment from the mortal world. Mortal dilemmas. Feeding on human blood is a fundamental aspect of the vampire survivors would confront moral dilemmas about taking lives sustain their own. This inner conflict may lead to severe guilt, self-loathing, or even ethical rationalization or cope with their actions. Transformation into vampire can result in a profound identity crisis. Survivors may struggle to reconcile their former human self with their new vampire nature. This identity crisis could lead to a loss of self-esteem, constant search for meaning in an external existence,